All right, guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay. So today I'm going to look at my brand new OnePlus 10 Pro 5G. I made a video yesterday on April 13th, and today is April 14th, and I told you I was going to get it. So let's get it unboxed. Let's take a look at it. I bought the unlocked model from Best Buy, as I recommended you do if you wanted the Emerald Force, it's called, basically green. I really wanted the green OnePlus last year, and I couldn't get it. Just couldn't find it anywhere. It was impossible. So stickers and such and stuff like that. But let's get into the device. I really want to see what this looks like in person. Oh, yeah. Let's get this wrapper off real quick. Oh, yes. Looking good. Now let's take a look at the back. And this is just as beautiful as I thought it was going to be. This is a beautiful color. Now, while I'm not a fan of the shiny sides, I don't like the glossy sides, I'm glad I went with this color instead of the volcanic black. The Emerald Forest is the way to go. Again, I did get this from Best Buy, unlocked, and we're going to take a look at it today. It's pretty nice. Is there a screen protector on it? Yeah, screen protector's on it. So, all right, so on the back here, obviously you have that camera setup. You've got the OnePlus logo. On this side, you've got the volume rocker, and on this side, you have the vibrate and mute switch. I love the slider. Then you got your power button, front-facing camera right here. You've got Type-C and SIM tray on the bottom, speaker out, speaker grill up top, and microphone hole there. And again, you got that 4-camera setup here, so we're gonna get this powered on here. And let's see if there's anything else in the box. I did buy a case, so I'm gonna get this charged up. That obviously OnePlus gives you a charger in the box, which is the charging brick, which is very nice. And you get the transfer tool right here. It's pretty nice. It's pretty cool. And that looks like nothing else is in this box now. But you do get a 65-watt charger, which I think is really nice. So I'm going to go ahead and get this set up. And I'm going to get it going here, and I'll compare it next to, obviously, my OnePlus 9 Pro. Screen is beautiful. Let me grab the OnePlus 9 Pro right here. Screen is beautiful. This is pretty much the same size. It's a little bit more narrow, actually. I like that. A little bit more narrow, but same positioning, looks like. Yeah, speaker grill's a little different. You probably can't see it too well. Bottom of it is pretty much identical. And obviously the back is different. But I think I'm going to really like this green. I already ordered a case. Like I said, it'll be here tomorrow. But let me get this set up and get all my information put in here. And I'll be back shortly. I'm pretty ecstatic to finally bring you this device, man. I am excited. This feels like a soft touch matte. The logo is obviously textured. But it's really nice, man. I am so happy I grabbed this. And to be fair, I haven't watched anyone's review on this because I keep hearing in the comment section how people are saying it's a fail. No one should buy it. It's a bad buy. But obviously, I'm one of those people who actually thinks for himself, and I buy what I want. So I knew this was going to be a different color green. I think it's beautiful, but we're going to go ahead and get this fired up. I'm going to sign in and get all my information in here. And I'm going to show you the cameras and take a look at the OS. Let's go. All right, guys. So here we are. I didn't set it up. What I decided to do is show you what it looks like when you first get it out of the box, because we're used to this right here. We might be used to this, the rounded icons, the stock icon look. But this is what it looks like when it comes out of the box. And when my OnePlus 9 Pro updated, this is what it looked like. It looked like this, these square icons. This is basically the Apple system. So you get the all on one page here. But this is what it is. So I haven't put anything in here yet. There is a software update. I can tell you right here. It's for the camera. It says slow motion mode, optimizes portrait mode, and optimizes balance lift for the front camera. system, fingerprint reader, algorithm. There's a bunch going on here, so I will get that installed. It's 807 megabytes. So I did kind of get in here and like turn on the battery percentage and things like that. Other than that, I haven't done anything. So you can see here, it is 128 gigs with 25.1 gigs used without me doing anything. So when I talked about and just for reference, when I talked about my S22 Ultra, which I am filming with, it has 50 gigs with 512 gigs of storage used, and people said that was crazy. Now, what do you think about OnePlus using 25 gigs and I haven't done anything? No apps installed on here. Yeah, so we're gonna get into RAM Plus. They now have RAM Plus on pretty much everything, so you can extend your RAM for a piece of your storage. I'm just gonna go ahead and put mine to 5, so I'll have 13 gigs. And that's pretty cool. I like that you can do that. And you got Android 12. It's on the February patch. And my OnePlus 9 Pro is on the February patch as well. And this is running Apple's, latest and greatest with the icons. So I'm gonna obviously change this and see if I can actually change this to make it look like the round icons. But I wanted to show you what this looked like right out of the gate. So I'm going to change it to the 5x6, go to more, and now here you can see where you can change it to the drawer, and you got standard mode, which is like this. So let's go back here, home screen layout. I've done that already. Then you got autofill, icon pull down, double tap to lock, show app suggestions, raise to wake, double tap to screen on and off, system navigation, always on display. This is what it's looking like. So go to icons, and then you can get into the different icons right here. So you've got pebble, material. This is like each individual icon, and you can go to custom and you can make your own. So we'll go to default. Well, you can go to custom here. This is how you can get it back down to the round icons pretty much, because you won't get that same, and even now they look different. They're a lot bigger. This is how it looks. So I'm gonna finish setting this up. I just wanted to show you what this looked like right out of the box. It's got all these extra pages on here that I just am not gonna use. I don't remove this. Let's remove that. And it's just so much going on with this, man. It's incredible how this is. But I'm really liking the fluidity of the device, and I like this wallpaper, obviously. So I'm gonna now get this all set up the way I like it. But I wanted to show you this is what it's gonna look like for you when you get it out of the box, and how you'll need to get those round icons back. So let's keep going here, and let's get this thing officially set up. All right, so it's time for some straight raw footage directly from the front camera. This is the front camera indoors in here, and then I'll show you the rear camera. I'll take some photos, and then we'll head outside. So front camera's down. Now, unfortunately, the front camera still only shoots in 1080p, but the rear camera can do 4K, 60, and 8K as well. So the difference between the 9 Pro and the 10 Pro is the 10 Pro can only do 24 frames per second at 8K, and the 9 Pro can do 30 frames per second at 8K. Not that that matters, but some people might want to shoot in 8K. But here is the rear camera at 4K 60. Now let's head outside. Now, real brief before I go outside, you cannot do wide angle on ultra wide when using 60 frames per second. You can zoom in, but you cannot do ultra wide when doing 60 frames per second. And this is 60 frames per second inside my office here. Good old 60 frames per second outside. I will switch to 30 frames per second so we can get that ultra wide and do some zooming. I can zoom right now at 60 frames per second though. You can take a look here. I'll zoom in on those new houses over there. It goes up to 10 times zoom in 60 frames per second. Through the viewfinder, doesn't look too great. Let's switch to the ultra wide. 30 frames per second. Now here is 30 frames per second here. Now with this, you cannot do the snap to. You have to do this zoom. You have to use a zoom bar to go to ultra wide. That's something I don't like. I don't like that I can't just do a snap to. I have to do it myself. But let's check the zoom at 30 frames per second. And it's still 10, looks like. Yeah, it's still 10. But it's definitely better quality than previous OnePluses. Let's go ultra wide. There we go. So if you select a mode before you start recording, that's where it'll start off at. Now it's very windy out here, so you let me know how it's handling the wind. The S22 Ultra can handle wind very well with the canceling microphone, so you tell me how this one looks and sounds. So now we're inside for a video, and I want to give you some footage indoors. This is how it looks. I'm by this window right here, so I'm going to step a little bit farther back away from the window because it's probably giving a strong reflection, but this is what the video looks like on the front camera in a decently well lit area. All right, folks, so there it is. A quick look at the cameras. I do have it all set up now. I've got face set up. You can see it goes straight into the home screen. Let me see if I can do it again from behind camera. You can see how quick it goes in. And I also have the fingerprint reader set up pretty fast. It's a OnePlus, and it's a stock Android experience. More importantly, I'm really impressed with how beautiful this hardware is. If I could be impressed with anything about this device, the hardware is absolutely fantastic. This is a huge plus for me because I was, no pun intended, but I was skeptical about this camera design because I like the OnePlus 9's camera design, and it's really just that I'm used to it. With this is a beautiful looking device. The camera module on the back, I think I've seen it all. There's so many different kinds of camera modules out there, but this one is, I don't look at the back of my phone that much, but this is what they've done. And I can say that the cameras are greatly improved. I mean, they are really improved, and that is a huge plus. So OnePlus, so far, you are doing really good. We'll take a look at the display here. Let me show you the display and video quality, what it looks like to watch a video in high quality. So check it out. So we'll take a listen to the speakers as well here, and you'll be able to tell me what you think here. My iPhone 12 with me, and I decided to shoot a not movie or cinematic video. I just pretty much took some video while we were on this kind of park or hiking or whatever, and so, in my opinion, these speakers sound really, really solid, man. The screen is nice and vibrant. I do have the video enhancer turned on. Let's get the brightness all the way up so you can get a feel of what it looks like. Let's back up a little bit so you can see some of this. Yeah, that's a pretty beautiful display there. I think OnePlus did a better job. They did a better job than they did with the previous generations. And I'm happy, actually, that I picked this up. Now, some of you guys are going to say, Jay, do you think it's worth it, the price? I'm like, I can't really answer that yet. I mean, it's right in line, priced the same as the Pixel 6 Pro. 8 gigs of RAM, 120 gigs of storage, and you've got an $899 price tag. It's priced right in line with the Pixel 6 Pro, which is not it's not its only competitor. You've got the S22 Plus, you got the S22 Ultra, you got all these other phones that are in this same category for high-end smartphones, so to speak. And this one comes in at the same price as the Pixel. So it's really up to you. Don't ask me if you should buy it over the Pixel. You have to make your own decision on what you want to do. And the best thing I can tell you is hit the stores and play with the devices yourself. Pick them up, feel them out, and you see what you think about them. I can't tell you what to purchase, but I can recommend. And I recommend at this point, since I just got it, I'm not going to say it's the best. I still have to test battery. Performance has to come. I have to do a bunch with this phone in order to give you some real world information on it. And that is exactly what I'm going to do. But what I will tell you is if you have the OnePlus 9 Pro, you're kind of missing out on a few features. You're losing half the storage. You get much better cameras. So I will say this, if cameras are important to you and you have the OnePlus 9 Pro, you can go ahead and it's safe to say that you will get a nice upgrade in camera quality if you switch to the 10 Pro. I can confirm that because I like how these cameras look compared to the 9 Pro. The way the phone feels in hand, it's a little bit more narrow, it feels, than the 9 Pro, so it feels good to me. But it's pretty much ultimately the same size. The measurements are so identical that it's pretty much just the same phone with a few tweaks internally and externally. I do like this color a lot, and I'm pretty happy that I grabbed it. Let me grab another green phone real quick. This is the darker green. This is the Pixel 5a 5G. Beautiful, man. Just this green right here is a very eclectic, very nice green, and they call it Emerald Forest. They come up with all these crazy names, but I will tell you that it charges really fast. I already charged it to 100 while I was waiting for the setup in this video. But I think I'm going to like this phone because I like the size of it. And I'm a huge fan of my OnePlus 9 Pro. So it's time to give this phone some shine. So I've been recording, a side note before I get out of here, I've been recording a lot of the footage in HDR Plus with the S22 Ultra because I like how that footage looks. You tell me what you think. I will be doing some recording with this phone to do videos on the channel. And I'll let you know when I'm doing so. So it's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoyed my first impressions of the OnePlus 10 Pro 5G. The Emerald Green. It's called Emerald Green, then it's called Emerald Forest in different places. Best Buy has it listed as, like if I look at it, Best Buy has it listed as Emerald Green, and OnePlus has it listed as Emerald Forest, I believe. I think that's what it says on my box. But nonetheless, it's a green phone, and it's a beautiful green phone. So it's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoyed. First impressions, OnePlus 10 Pro 5G. As it stands right now, I guess I can give you a recommendation if you have something older than the 9 Pro. But the 9 Pro, you might be giving up a little bit as far as storage goes. I don't think you're giving up anything else because the cameras are a nice upgrade from what I can tell versus the 9 Pro. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Stay tuned for more on this device.